Welcome to Growth Mentor. This is my app to unlock your full potential. A little bit about myself. I'm industrial engineering. I've worked many years in human development, and I'm very passionate about helping people to develop their competencies. This business case is because today's market is evolving very fast, and people is struggling to how to stay competitive among the professionals, and also organizations face challenge in assessing employee skills and recommending personalized growth plans. So Growth Mentor is a solution for human development that helps you to plan, track, and optimize personal growth with smart actions plans and time management based of knowledge graphs. How the data was built? This is a custom data. We start with competencies. A competency is described as a combination of skills, knowledge, and attitude, and I named those as drivers. Then I've used a framework which is called a project tuning framework that has 27 different competencies that are across every professional. Then these competencies, as you can see in the right part of the slide, lead to skills, knowledge, and attitudes, and then to action plans. Because if you have an action plan, you can do something to uh, develop your competency. But skills are also influenced by some factors because the skill of a cardiologist is different from the of a mechanical engineer. So there are factors such as profession, responsibility level, and so on. In these factors, I can find like different 13 industries, three different responsibility levels, and so more. So each skill, which is a combination of a competence, a profession, and a responsibility level, you can have until 1,458 possible combinations that are related to these influential factors. So I've used these combinations and I pass this through an LLM teacher, which is like a knowledge distillation process because I'm using an LLM to infer what could be these skills per combination and what can be the action plans that can help that skill. So after that, I parsed everything into a knowledge graph. So this is a little bit more about knowledge distillation. I'm going to pass just fast. This is just I need a refined prompt and a structured output. And the cost was very cheap. It was around $9, but for almost 5 hours of continuous using GPT-4o mini, the result was I've got around 700,000 nodes and 1.6 million edges, but there were a lot of duplicate nodes. So I did a cleaning process, and my last was 240,000 nodes and almost 800,000 edges. So I had a graph with that. So let's see. Steps to load into Arango. Well, that's very easy. It's I need to schema design. So as we saw in one of the previous slides, then I have to insert it through Arango query language. Then the indexing and views are relevant because it's to perform faster queries and also to use Arango search. And then the similarity-based querying is an intent-driven search mechanism to return the most relevant competency recommendations. We're going to see this in a moment in the demo. How agent works? Well, this is an agentic system. It's capable of understanding natural language queries. It has these capabilities, intent recognition, because it can classify what you want to do and determines what's the best course of action to answer that question. Graph query execution, because I'm using a lot of AQL code to like perform more precise answers. Semantic search optimization, I'm using Arango search instead of using embeddings. I think that Arango search is faster than embedding, so in this case, it was the best solution. Then dynamic response generation is because it summarizes key actions and suggests the next steps using LLM-based reasoning. Okay, let's see the real-time demo because we have something to see here. Let's go to the home. Well, this is my home page. It's just come and discover your best version. And this is my chatbot. You have a general question, for example, what competencies exist? And here, if this is based on the 27 competencies of project tuning, it has to show only the 27 competencies. So yeah, as you can see, there are 27. So how can I start to develop myself? Start here. Find your competence. For example, write about you and let the system find the most suitable competence to develop. In my case, I'm struggling to understand the key points in a meeting presentation. So let's see what's the competency. Oh, could you provide more details? Yes. Oh, I want to develop my presentation skills. Let's see. The most suitable competencies to my case is record and review personal presentations, seek mentorship for communication skills, and so on. So let's see. Now that I know a little bit about my competence, I want to generate an action plan. So in my last meeting with my boss, he told me that I need to improve negotiation. What can I do? Let's see. From here, you are going to see two parts. There is going to be a left part and a right part because the left part is a raw data that it comes from the graph. And the right part is how the LLM interprets that to give you a complete answer. So from the left part, you can see collaborative mindset, and here is also collaborative. Then proactive problem solving, and this is a note of attitude that the person needs in order to improve negotiation. So this is a kind of a complete plan, but on the right part, you can have a first draft of what you need in order to develop your negotiation. Next, the best way to achieve a competence. So, what's the best activity to improve my communication as a possibility? So, the best way to improve my communication is to develop and deliver safety training presentations that has a very nice way, so it's very relevant to this uh, thing or this goal. So here in the right part, you can see the same thing, develop and deliver safety training presentation. So the LLM is responding according to the graph AQL that is being used. Time to spend on action plans. How much time will it take to finish an activity of case study for a new development? This is really important because when you have an action plan, you want to know how much time you are going to spend in order to complete your action plan. So in this case, it says that the average duration is 14.2 days. On the right part, well, the LLM is just being a little bit creative. It says 15.15, but it's just a matter of adjust the temperature near to zero, and that's all. But it's very uh, near. So with this, you have an overview of how much time you are going to spend in order to make this activity. And the last is very good because it's how relevant the relevance of my action plan. So if my boss assigned me to do learn better presentations, so is this aiming for the right competence? So as you can see, it's aiming for ability to work in international context, is aiming for ability to work autonomously, a commitment to quality with average weight of 0.9, which is very relevant. And here maybe you can see also the same competency, yeah, commitment to quality. So as you can see, this is an overview of how can you start with finding your competence, generating an action plan, and achieving your competence. So this is a first stone in this uh, development application. But after this, you can do many more things for the tracking of these competencies and helping people for them to be the better versions and also help organizations to guide better the people. I hope you like my application. Thank you.